Have you ever stopped to think, why you, born under the sign of Leo, carry within you a strength that seems different from everyone else? You know, that sparkle in your eyes, that courage that arises out of nowhere when someone needs you, that immense will to win even when everything seems difficult? That's not luck. That's not chance. That was a divine choice. And today you will discover why God chose Leo to carry a unique strength, a special mission, a purpose that few can truly understand. If you were born between July and August, this video will stir your soul in a way you never imagined. Because what I'm going to reveal here isn't just beautiful characteristics of your sign, it's not empty praise. It's profound spiritual truths that explain why your journey has always been so intense, why you feel you were born for something greater, why people look to you expecting leadership, expecting light, expecting strength. And perhaps until today, you haven't fully understood the magnitude of the responsibility and privilege you carry on your shoulders. God doesn't choose just anyone to be a lion. He doesn't bestow this powerful strength, this giant heart, this magnetic presence upon those who aren't prepared to carry the weight of a transformative mission. And if you're watching this video now, it's no coincidence. The universe is reminding you of who you truly are, of the power that dwells within you, and of how your existence was meticulously planned to radiate light where there is darkness, to bring hope where there is discouragement, to be an example where there is confusion. So take a deep breath, because in the following words you will understand exactly why your life has always been different, and why it will become even more extraordinary from now on. Reason 1. Leo was chosen to be the light that illuminates dark paths. Let's start with the most important reason of all, the one that explains why so many people approach you when they are lost, when they are suffering, when they no longer know where to go. Leo, you were chosen by God to be a natural light in this world. And I'm not talking about a weak, flickering light that blinks and goes out. No, I'm talking about an intense, bright light, impossible to ignore. It's as if the sun itself entered your essence when you were born. And this is not poetry, my friend. This is a divine mission. Since childhood, you've probably noticed this. When you entered a room, things changed. People looked. The energy transformed. You didn't need to shout, you didn't need to force anything. Your mere presence already brought a different feeling to the place. And do you know why? Because God placed within you a spark of sacred fire. That fire that doesn't burn to destroy, but that warms, that protects, that gives life. You carry such a high, powerful vibration that, even without realizing it, you illuminate the paths of those around you. Think about how many times someone has come to you completely discouraged, hopeless, not believing things could get better. And after talking to you, feeling your energy, hearing your words, they left transformed. Think about how many times you were the reason someone didn't give up. How many times you were the last light someone saw before making an important decision. This doesn't happen by chance, Leo. This happens because God chose you to be exactly that. A beacon of hope in a world that sometimes seems very dark. And here's the most beautiful and most challenging part at the same time. You can't extinguish that light. You can't hide that strength. You can try, you can want to go unnoticed, you can feel tired of always being the one everyone leans on. But the truth is that this light will continue to shine. Because it doesn't come from you, it comes through you. God chose you as a channel, as a divine instrument to bring clarity where there is confusion, to show ways out where there seems to be none, to remind people that there is always hope, there is always a new beginning, there is always a reason to move forward. And this responsibility, Leo, will strengthen you more and more. Because every time you light someone's path, every time you bring comfort to a troubled heart, every time you inspire courage in someone who is giving up, you are fulfilling your divine purpose. You are honoring the choice God made when He placed you in this world. And the more you accept this mission, the more you allow this light to shine without fear, without shame, without diminishing yourself, the more blessings come to you. Because the universe rewards those who do not waste the gifts they have received. Reason 2. Leo received a heart capable of loving with an intensity that few can withstand. Now let's talk about something you may not have fully realized, but that everyone around you has already felt. God gave you a different kind of heart, Leo. A heart that doesn't know half measures. A heart that doesn't know how to love halfway. When you love with everything you've got. When you care, you truly care. When you give yourself completely. And that, my dear, is not weakness. That's a divine strength that very few people possess. You must have suffered because of this intensity. You must have been hurt because you gave too much, because you believed too much, because you loved too much. You must have heard that you're exaggerating, that you expect too much from people, that you need to protect yourself more, guard your heart more. And perhaps at times you even tried to build walls, tried to love less, feel less, care less. But you couldn't, because this giant heart you carry wasn't made to love lukewarmly, calculatedly, with fear. This heart was made to burn, to throb, to overflow. And do you know what that means spiritually? It means that God has entrusted you with one of the greatest forces in the universe. The capacity to truly love. Not that superficial love that everyone claims to feel. Not that self-serving love, that love that only exists when everything is easy. I'm talking about the love that transforms, the love that heals, the love that saves, the love that remains even when everything crumbles. You, Leo, have the capacity to make someone feel loved in a way that person has never felt before. And that is revolutionary. That is sacred. Think about how many lives you've touched with this immense love. Think about how many people feel special because you chose them to be a part of your life. Think about how many hearts you've warmed simply by being who you are. This gift is not common, Leo. Most people love conditionally, with limits, with a timer. You love as God loves. Without measure, without calculations, without reservations. And that makes you not only special, it makes you essential in this world that is so cold, so distant, so disconnected. Of course, this intense love will require wisdom. It will require you to learn to discern who deserves to receive all this preciousness. It will require you not to cast pearls before swine, as the saying goes. But never ever diminish this capacity to love deeply. Because it is precisely this intensity that will connect you with the right people, with souls that vibrate at the same frequency as yours, with those whom God has set apart to walk beside you. And when you find these people, when you allow this love to flow freely, you will experience one of the sensations closest to the divine that exists. The union of hearts that truly recognize each other. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal. And you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution as a subscriber or member is what keeps these messages alive. Messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments. Reason 3. Leo was blessed with courage that defies the impossible. Do you know that strength that surges within you when everyone else has given up? That inner voice that tells you to keep going when all seems lost? That strange certainty that you will succeed, even when all the evidence says otherwise. That's not stubbornness, lion. That's not blind pride. That's divine courage. God planted within you a seed of bravery that is impossible to kill, impossible to destroy, impossible to erase. And the more life challenges you, the more that seed grows and transforms into a giant tree of determination and faith. You've been through situations that would break anyone. You've faced storms that would make even the strongest surrender. You've crossed deserts where most would have given up halfway. And yet you're here, alive, standing, breathing, believing, moving forward. Do you know why? Because God didn't just give you physical courage. He gave you spiritual courage. The kind that comes from a place so deep within you that even you can't explain where so much strength comes from. This courage manifests itself in many ways in your life. Sometimes it's the courage to start over when everything has gone wrong. Sometimes it's the courage to forgive when you've been deeply hurt. Sometimes it's the courage to love again after having your heart broken. Sometimes it's the courage to defend someone who is being wronged, even if it puts you at risk. Sometimes it's simply the courage to wake up and try another day when you're exhausted from fighting so hard. And every time you choose courage over fear, every time you take another step instead of giving up, you are honoring that unique strength that God placed within you. And there's more. This courage isn't just for you. It serves to inspire everyone around you. How many people have looked at you and thought, if he could do it, I can too? How many people have stood up because they saw you stand up? How many people have found strength in your story of overcoming adversity? Leo, you can't imagine the power your courage has over the world. You are like a warrior of light who shows others that it's possible to win, it's possible to overcome, it's possible to transform pain into power. And that, my friend, is a sacred mission that few possess. The universe placed you in this world to be a living example that courage is not the absence of fear. It's acting despite fear. It's moving forward even when trembling. It's believing even without guarantees. It's trusting even without proof. And every time you do that, every time you choose to be courageous instead of hiding, you not only change your life, you change the energy frequency of everyone around you. You raise the standard. You show that it's possible. You pave the way for others to also find the courage that lies dormant within them. Reason 4. Leo possesses a loyalty that has become rare in these times. Let's talk now about something that is becoming extinct in this modern world, but that shines brightly within you. True loyalty. Leo, when you choose someone, when you decide that that person is part of your circle, when you open the doors of your heart, you don't easily back down. You don't abandon them at the first sign of difficulty. You don't disappear when things get complicated. You stay. You fight. You defend. You protect. And this, in these days, is such a rare treasure that many people don't even know how to recognize it when they find it. God gave you this unwavering loyalty because He knew you would be able to maintain sacred bonds, honor true commitments, and build deep relationships that withstand time and adversity. You are not one of those who has 1,000 superficial friends. You are one of those who has few friends but true friends, friends who are practically family, friends who know they can count on you in any situation at any time under any circumstance. And that is very, very powerful. How many times have you stood by someone when everyone else had left? How many times have you been the only one who believed when everyone else doubted? How many times have you defended someone you love, even when that person was wrong, because your loyalty comes before judgment? This doesn't mean you're blind or that you accept everything. It means you understand the sacred value of true commitment. You understand that the people God has placed in your path are not there by chance, and that you have a spiritual responsibility to care for, protect, and honor those connections. And here's something you need to understand deeply. Your loyalty will attract the right people into your life. It may take time. It may seem like you always give more than you receive. It may seem like you're too loyal in a world where people replace each other like they change clothes. But there's a spiritual law that never fails. What you sow, you reap. And you, Leo, have sown loyalty, fidelity, true commitment. And the universe is preparing encounters for you with people who will honor that loyalty in the same way you honor it. People who will value the rare treasure that you are. People who will reciprocate with the same intensity. So don't give up on that beautiful quality God placed within you. Don't become cynical because of those who betrayed you. Don't build walls because of those who didn't appreciate your loyalty. Continue being that incredible person who perseveres, who doesn't abandon, who fights for their own. Because it is precisely this strength that will connect you with the right souls, with the people God has set apart to form your true clan, your true tribe, your true chosen family. And when that happens, you will understand that all the waiting was worth it. Reason 5. Leo carries a generosity that reflects the heart of God. Now pay close attention because I'm going to talk about one of your characteristics that is perhaps one of the most beautiful and most challenging at the same time. You, Leo, have a generosity that borders on sacrifice. When you have little, you share. When you are tired, you still find the energy to help. When you should be taking care of yourself, you are taking care of others. And this is not foolishness, it is not naivete. This is a direct reflection of God's heart working through you. God chose you to be a channel of abundance in this world. And I'm not just talking about material abundance, although that's part of it too. I'm talking about emotional abundance, spiritual abundance, abundance of love, time, energy, and attention. You have a natural ability to give without expecting anything in return, to offer without charging, to share without calculating. And that makes you an absolutely special creature in the eyes of the divine, because God sees that you have understood one of the greatest secrets of the universe. The more you give, the more you receive. Not from the same people nor always in the same way. But the return always comes. How many times have you helped someone without anyone knowing? How many times have you made a difference in someone's life without expecting recognition, without expecting thanks, simply because your heart can't stay still when you see someone in need? How many times have you given up your own comfort to ensure that someone you love is okay? That, Leo, is what separates ordinary people from extraordinary people. You don't help to show off. You're not generous to receive praise. You're generous because that's the essence of your soul. But here's a very important spiritual warning. God also wants you to be generous with yourself. He didn't give you this enormous heart so that you would exhaust yourself, so that you would negate yourself, so that you would give until you have nothing left. He gave you this heart so that you would learn the sacred balance between caring for others and caring for yourself. Because if you completely empty yourself, if you don't allow yourself to receive as well, if you don't make room to be blessed, How will you continue to be this source of generosity for the world? So the invitation the universe extends to you now is, continue being generous, but also be generous with yourself. Allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to say no when necessary. Allow yourself to set boundaries without guilt. Because your generosity cannot turn into destructive self-sacrifice. You are too precious, too important, too necessary for this world. And God needs you to remain strong, healthy, whole, so that you can continue being that incredible instrument of love and generosity that He planned when He chose you to be a Leo. Reason 6. Leo was gifted with a determination that moves mountains. There's something about you that's absolutely fascinating, Leo. It's that sacred stubbornness, that unwavering determination, that refusal to accept the impossible as an answer. When you set your mind to something, when you decide you're going to achieve something, when you look at a goal and tell yourself you're going to succeed, nothing in this world can stop you. Not obstacles, not criticism, not difficulties, not time. You simply keep going day after day, step after step, until reality bows before your will. God gave you this fierce determination because He knew you would have a mission that would require superhuman persistence. He knew you wouldn't give up easily. He knew you would have the strength to continue when everyone else had already thrown in the towel. And that's why He chose you to carry big dreams, to accomplish impossible projects, to conquer what people thought could never be achieved. You are the type who proves the pessimists wrong. You are the type who transforms dreams into reality through sheer willpower and unwavering faith. How many times have they told you that you wouldn't succeed? How many times have they looked at your dreams and laughed, doubted you, tried to convince you to give up? And how many times have you proven them wrong? Your life story is probably full of moments where you turned the tables, where you transformed defeats into victories, where you took impossible situations and transformed them into powerful testimonies of overcoming adversity. And this doesn't happen because you're lucky. It happens because you have within you a driving force that was planted by the Creator Himself. This determination also makes you a powerful example for those around you. Weak people give up at the first difficulty. Average people try a few times and then give up. But you try as many times as necessary. You find alternative paths. You learn from your mistakes. You rise from each fall stronger than before. And that inspires everyone who knows you. Because when people look at you, they see that it's possible not to give up, that it's possible to keep believing, that it's possible to achieve even when everything seems to be against you. And the universe rewards this determination in ways you don't always immediately realize. Every door that closes leads you to a better one. Every no you receive brings you closer to the yes that will change your life. Every obstacle you overcome prepares you for greater blessings to come, because God knows He can trust you. He knows you won't waste the opportunities He has prepared. He knows that when He opens the right doors, you will have the determination to walk through them and build something extraordinary on the other side. Reason 7. Leo has received a personal magnetism that attracts everything he truly desires. There's something about you that's hard to explain in words, but everyone feels it when they're in your presence. It's a natural magnetism, an irresistible attraction, an energy that simply pulls people and situations closer to you. You walk into a place and people notice. You speak and people listen. You desire something and the universe seems to conspire to bring it to you. This isn't narcissism, Leo. This isn't vanity. This is spiritual power. This is the magnetic force that God placed in your essence so that you could attract everything that is part of your destiny. This magnetism works in all areas of your life. In love, you attract people who are enchanted by your light, who feel protected by your presence, who want to be close to the solar energy you radiate. At work, you attract opportunities that seem to appear out of nowhere, people who want to help you, doors that mysteriously open. In friendships, you attract souls who recognize your authenticity, who value your loyalty, who connect with your true essence. And all this happens because you vibrate at a high frequency, a frequency that resonates with what is good, true, and powerful. But this magnetism also comes with a great responsibility, because you don't only attract what is good, you also attract envious glances, people who want to use your light, energies that try to take advantage of your generosity. That's why it's so important that you develop spiritual discernment, that you learn to distinguish who is close to you out of true love, and who is close only to drain your energy, that you protect your energy field, that you set healthy boundaries, that you don't allow just anyone to have total access to your essence. The secret to using this magnetism in the right way is to align your desires with your divine purpose. When you want something that is in harmony with what God has planned for you, this magnetism multiplies. Doors open with surprising ease. The right people appear at the exact moment. Situations fall into place perfectly. It's as if the entire universe is working in your favor. And that's exactly what's happening, because when you walk in your purpose, when you desire what your soul came to seek in this life, all celestial forces move to support you. So use this magnetism wisely. Use it to attract true love, not just superficial admiration. Use it to attract opportunities that will help you grow, not just things that will inflate your ego. Use it to build a real legacy, not just to accumulate followers or temporary applause. Because the more consciously and in alignment with your higher purpose you use this divine gift, the stronger it becomes. And the more incredible blessings come your way. Because the universe recognizes that you are using your gifts in the way that was planned from the beginning. Reason 8. Leo was chosen to be a natural leader who inspires transformation. Have you ever noticed that even when you don't want to lead, people naturally look to you for direction? Have you noticed that even when you try to stay quiet in your corner, people seek you out for advice, for opinions, for inspiration? This is not a coincidence, Leo. This is a divine mark. God placed within you the essence of true leadership. Not that authoritarian leadership that commands and controls, but that leadership that inspires, that motivates, that shows the way through example. You lead without needing to shout. You lead through the strength of your presence. You lead through the integrity of your actions. You lead because people trust you, believe in you, and feel safe by your side. And that is the rarest and most powerful type of leadership there is. Because anyone can give orders, anyone can impose authority through fear, but very few manage to inspire people to become better versions of themselves simply by being around them. And you have that gift. Think about how many times someone has changed their mind after hearing you speak. How many times has someone found the courage to make a difficult decision because you showed them it was possible? How many times have you been the final push someone needed to take that important step in life? Your leadership isn't about controlling others. It's about unleashing the potential that already exists within each person. It's about being that voice that says, "You can do it, I believe in you, you are capable, you have everything you need within you." And God gave you this natural leadership because He knew you would use this power for good. He knew you wouldn't take advantage of the people who trust you. He knew you would use your influence to lift others up, not to trample on them. He knew you would understand that true power is not about dominating. It's about empowering. It's not about being served. It's about serving. It's not about being above others. It's about walking alongside them but a few steps ahead, showing that the path is possible. And there's more. Your leadership will grow even more in the coming times. Because the world desperately needs true leaders. It's tired of false prophets, of people who promise a lot and deliver nothing, of leaders who only think of themselves. The world is thirsty for people like you, who lead with their hearts, who truly care, who want to make a real difference in people's lives. So get ready, because God is positioning you to influence ever-widening circles. And the more you accept this mission with humility and responsibility, the more doors will open for your leadership to reach levels you can't even imagine. Reason 9. Leo possesses a divine creativity that manifests beauty and innovation. Let's talk now about something you might not value as much, but which is extremely powerful: your natural creativity. Leo, you have a fertile imagination, an incredible ability to see possibilities where others see only limitations, a talent for transforming ideas into reality in unique and surprising ways. This isn't just a hobby or a pastime. This is a direct connection to the creative mind of God. Because when you create something new, when you bring beauty to the world, when you innovate and transform, you are doing exactly what God did when He created the universe. This creativity manifests itself in 1,000 different ways in your life. It can be in how you solve problems in ways no one had thought of before. It can be in how you express yourself, whether through words, art, music, or any channel you choose. It can be in how you transform ordinary environments into special places. It can be in how you inspire other people to think differently, to dream bigger, to believe that there is always a new way to do things. God gave you this abundant creativity because He knew you wouldn't be someone content with the ordinary, the mediocre, with what has always been done. He knew you would bring innovation, that you would bring color to gray places, that you would bring new life to situations that seemed dead. And every time you allow this creativity to flow freely, every time you are not afraid to be different, to think outside the box, to propose innovative solutions, you are honoring this sacred gift that was placed within you. And the most beautiful thing is that your creativity isn't just for you to shine alone. It serves to uplift everything and everyone around you. When you create something beautiful, you gladden the hearts of those who see it. When you innovate, you pave the way for others to innovate as well. When you use your imagination to solve problems, you inspire other people to do the same. Your creativity is like a seed that you plant in the world, and that bears fruit in places and with people you can't even imagine. So don't keep that creativity inside you for fear of judgment, for fear of not being perfect, for fear of making mistakes. Let it flow. Let it overflow. Experiment. Take risks. Create. Innovate. Surprise. Because the world desperately needs this creative energy that you carry. It needs people who aren't afraid to think differently, to do differently, to be different. And God will reward you every time you use that creativity authentically and courageously, opening doors you never imagined, bringing opportunities that will leave you impressed. Reason 10. Leo was chosen to live a life that is a living testimony to divine power. And we come to the most important reason of all, the one that summarizes everything we've talked about so far. Leo, you were not placed in this world to live a small, mediocre, invisible life. You were chosen to live a life that is a powerful testimony of what God can do through a person who completely surrenders to their purpose. A life that makes people stop and think, what is different about this person? Where does so much strength come from? How is it possible to shine so brightly amidst so much darkness? Your life was planned to be a living demonstration that God exists, that He acts, that He transforms, that He empowers, that He blesses, that He uplifts. Each of your victories is not just yours. It's a victory that shows divine power in action. Each of your overcoming challenges is not just your personal story. It's a testimony that can change the lives of those watching from afar. Every time you rise after a fall, every time you transform pain into power, every time you choose love instead of hate, light instead of darkness, you are being a living instrument of the sacred. And that's why your journey has always been so intense. That's why the challenges you faced were so great. That's why the trials you went through were so hard. Because God was preparing you, molding you, strengthening you so that you could carry this unique strength without getting lost, without becoming corrupted, without straying. He was testing you not to destroy you, but to prove that you were worthy of this giant mission. And you passed every test. You survived every storm. You emerged from every valley stronger than you went in. Now is the time for you to fully understand who you are and what your true mission is in this life. You are not here merely to survive, to pay bills, to follow the crowd. You are here to shine, to inspire, to transform, to show that it is possible to live with purpose, with passion, with power, to be living proof that when God chooses someone, when He places His mark on a soul, nothing in this world can extinguish that divine light. And believe me, Leo, the best is yet to come. Because everything you've experienced so far has only been preparation. The next chapters of your life will be even more extraordinary. The blessings that are coming will surpass everything you've ever experienced. The doors that are opening will take you to places you never imagined you could reach. Because you honored your gifts. You didn't waste your strength. You didn't hide your light. And now the universe will reward you in ways that will leave you speechless. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal. And you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution as a subscriber or member is what keeps these messages alive. Messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments. So, my dear Leo man, my dear Leo woman, now you know exactly why God chose you to carry this unique strength, this special mission, this transformative purpose. You understand that every characteristic you possess was not placed there by chance. Your generous heart, your unwavering courage, your rare loyalty, your natural leadership, your divine creativity, your fierce determination. All of this is part of a greater plan, a sacred purpose that you came to fulfill in this life. And what I want you to do now is very simple, but very powerful. Fully accept who you are. Stop diminishing yourself. Stop hiding. Stop being ashamed of your brilliance. Stop thinking you're exaggerating when you're actually just being authentic. God made no mistake when He created you. He knew exactly what He was doing. And he needs you to be exactly who you were created to be, without fear, without excuses, without reservations. Look back and see all that you have already accomplished, all the battles you have won, all the storms you have weathered, all the miracles you have witnessed, and understand that if you have come this far, if you have survived everything that tried to bring you down, it is because even greater things are in store for you. The universe didn't bring you this far only to abandon you now. It is simply positioning you, preparing you, aligning you for the next level of blessings that is about to descend upon your life. So lift your head, align your crown, remember who you are. You are not just anyone. You are a lion. You carry the sacred fire. You carry the strength of the king of the jungle. You carry the sunlight. And the world needs your brilliance, your strength, your love, your leadership, your courage. Don't waste another day doubting your power. Don't waste any more time trying to be small to fit into spaces that were never meant for you. If you've made it to the end of this video, if every word I've said has deeply touched your heart, if you felt this message was made especially for you, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell, because here you will continue to receive messages that will strengthen your faith, rekindle your hope, and constantly remind you of the greatness that exists within you. And if this content has truly made a difference in your life, consider becoming a channel member. Your contribution allows these messages to continue reaching and transforming the lives of thousands of people who, like you, need to hear that they are special, that they are chosen, that they have a unique purpose. And now I want to ask you one last question to create an even stronger connection between all the Leos here. Leave a comment below telling me which of these 10 reasons touched your heart the most. Which one made you think, "That's exactly it, that's exactly how I feel"? Was it your light that illuminates paths? Was it your heart that loves intensely? Was it your courage that defies the impossible? Was it your rare loyalty? Tell me in the comments. And also feel free to share your birth date so that we can form a powerful community of Leos who recognize each other, support each other, and walk together on this journey of purpose and transformation. Always remember, you were chosen. You are special. You carry a strength that the world needs. And the best part of your story is yet to be written. Until the next video, and may divine light continue to shine brightly through you.